Millions of Californians now have more rights than ever when it comes to their personal online data, and that includes the right to find out what's being collected and ensure it is not being sold. CBS News contributor and Wired Editor-in-Chief Nick Thompson requested the trove of data that was collected on him. It included his address, his phone number, and an order of bean burritos and a tostada salad from his family's favorite Mexican restaurants. Nick, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning. Happy New Year to you, too.
That and much more, I assume, was in this trove. So what'd you find?
Well, so I requested data from all kinds of companies. The one that had that particular order was a company called Sift, which is a company that analyzes whether a purchase is likely to be fraud or not. And so it had all kinds of data from what I ordered, when I ordered it, the browser I was using, the direction my phone was tilted, the address I was at, the gravitational forces on the phone. Everything was hundreds of pages of long.
So what is uses data like that, Nick?
Well, if you're trying to identify fraud, all those indicators could have some impact, right? So whether you've changed the language setting on your browser, the currency you've paid in could indicate international fraud, the direction you're holding the phone could indicate whether you're a real human or not, whether there's a human signature in the position of the phone. So all of that data, and even if we can't even think of it, it's possible that computers analyzing millions of data points could find, using artificial intelligence, indicators of fraud.
So if a person were peeking in your blinds and recording on a notebook all the things that the phone was tracking on you, you'd be creeped out. But
absolutely.
Finding all of this with the computer tracking you, are you creeped out?
So I had two responses when I saw all this data. I thought, this is crazy. I hate that all these companies know exactly how I was holding my phone. And then I thought, well, wait a second. If this reduces fraud, reducing fraud is actually good for the people who aren't committing fraud. And the truth is, I did order that burrito.
But what if they know? What if the company knows that when you're lying down, for example, you make more irrational purchases, and therefore they're going to charge you a higher price whenever they know your phone is at this angle?
Right. So if it's being used for that purpose, that's incredibly creepy.
How do we know it's not being used for that purpose?
We don't know it's not being used for that purpose. So the question is, do you allow it to be used for no purposes? Do you allow it to be used for every purpose? Or do you try to regulate the purposes for which it can be used and cannot be used? And that's what's so good about the California law, is we're actually starting to get legislators thinking about this stuff, passing policy.
Has this affected the way you use your devices at all?
Not yet. It's made me a little more nervous. I mean, I'm pretty good on privacy. I know how to set up the best privacy settings, how to use VPNs and all of that. So I'm not too concerned. But it does make me a little bit wary, just knowing that even I, as the editor of Wired, they're collecting hundreds of data points that I had no idea about.
Be concerned. Be very concerned.